Howdy folks, it's a tall turtle here, and I am in my little cozy cat house, and my cat is finally looking this direction. He's been looking outside the window for 6 months, I think. But today, in this episode, we're going to go to a jungle, and we're going to find an ocelot and tame it for ourselves. And the reason is because once we get the server updated to 1.14, that will not be possible anymore. If you're not aware of the changes in 1.14, ocelots cannot be tamed. They can be trusted, so sort of tamed, where when you tame them, in air quotes, they just trust you and they won't run away. But they cannot be tamed into domestic cats. In order to get a cat in 1.14, you have to go to a village with fish ready to go and tame an actual cat. That's already a wild cat or a feral cat and tame it to be domestic. So I wanted to get that done before the server changes because as long as I've been playing Minecraft, I have never tamed an ocelot. Ever. Not on Xbox, not on PC, never. So in this server, I was gifted my first cat by Sneaky Kitty, and that cat was struck by lightning. So then I was gifted this cat, which I've named Squirrel because it looks exactly like my real-life Maine Coon squirrel. But I want to get a cat for myself. An ocelot tamed into a cat for myself, since the time is getting low and running out. To do that, of course I can always do that in a personal world and an older version, but for the server, since I only play the server version, once that updates I won't be able to do it. So I want to get that done, and then we will put the cat in here, and then we will breed them like crazy, and we will become the crazy cat dude. Oh good, one of my trees finally grew. I need to get more oak. I've been using too much oak. So, oh, there's a zombie below us. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait till nightfall, and then we're either going to sleep through the night or wait until almost dawn. And then I have a map picked out on or a jungle picked out on Dynamap. And we're going to hop in the boat. We're going to go to the jungle. It's actually not a jungle. It's like a jungle island or jungle fields. It's one of the new jungle variants. So I'm hoping we'll find an ocelot. Anyway, I have supplies with us, lots of fish and a bed. And I'm hoping we can get an ocelot. On this server, they're supposed to be pretty hard to find, I guess. The spawn count for ocelot is really low, unintentionally. So most of the millions of cats on the server started as like 3, and then people just bred the daylights out of them and sold them, and then bred them and sold them. So they're all descendants of each other. So I'm hoping we can actually get an ocelot. I did hear from Tio that his jungle has so many ocelot spawn. I don't know why I'm going this way. Oh, to sleep. His jungle has so many ocelots spawn that as he's building in his town, ocelots are coming in and checking him out all the time. So that's what he told me. So if I don't get anything in this jungle island field biome, we'll go up to Myra and we will look for a cat there. The problem with going to his area is getting the cat home will be tricky because if you teleport on the server, animals will not teleport with you. Pets won't teleport unless somebody else is in that chunk. I did hear from Lady Vivian that there is a workaround that I didn't quite fully understand. Hey, Germ. So if I need to, there's someone else on the server with us. I'll have Nursing Geese stand in the chunk if we have to teleport from Myra. But hopefully we don't have to do that. Hopefully we can just find a jungle or an ocelot in the jungle I picked out. And I'm done rambling. I'm just stalling to wait for nightfall here. And then it's about to be sunset. So we will sleep. And then get in a boat, go to a jungle, and find an ocelot. And I'm really nervous about jungles. I'll explain the psychology behind jungles and the scared turtle when we're in the boat, because we're going to have a long boat ride. So that was not the introduction I rehearsed at all. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I want to sleep, and then I'll catch you in the morning and we'll head to the jungle. All right, we're leaving our harbor. Hello, neighbor. And yet again, there is all just out of render distance. That shipwreck where I died the first day on the server. And right here, boom, would be the wall of the original world border. We're just going to hop along. It's about, I don't know, 900 blocks or so. Maybe it's 1,000 blocks. I'm waiting for myself to appear on Dynamap. But if we stay to the right, we should avoid the ocean monument that's right over there. That Lady Vivian and I were on top of one day on accident. I think it's been raided, but still, it's pretty startling. Whoop, I might be going too much to the right. Anyway, it's a good, well, maybe it is more, maybe it is a couple thousand blocks. I don't know, it's deceiving to look at Dynamap. I'm still not on the map yet. Huh. Interesting. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, and we're losing the base. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to keep going here because it's going to be a long time. And I will see you closer to the jungle because I really need to pay attention where I'm going. Oh, look at all that gravel. I better remember that's here because, well, okay, good. Where we're supposed to be. All right, because the next thing that I'm going to talk about, not in this episode, we're not going to spoil anything in the next episode, I'm going to need a lot of gravel. Like, stacks of it. 70 stacks of it? There's a little teaser. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to stick around here because that ocean monument is just right off there. And Gadfly's base, I believe, is right behind that sand hill thing. All right, here we go. We're going to head to the northwest. And there is actually a jungle temple that is floating in the ocean that we're going to use as our base if we need to retreat. So I think I'll talk about the jungle now since we have like another 1,000 block. Yeah, this is like 3,000 blocks. I don't know why that was like 500. It's like 3,000 blocks away. But anyway, jungle stuff. So I'm not afraid of the monsters in terms of being scared. It's just the startle thing, right? We talk about this quite frequently. For example, when I was previewing the wither killing area myself, oh, look at all that gravel. I had no issue like fighting a whole chain of pigmen in a hut where they're falling on my head with the roof and all this stuff. I mean, it didn't bother me at all, right? Oh, look at that deep, deep shipwreck. And when I'm with other people, it doesn't scare me at all. The monsters don't bother me. No problem. Not a big deal, right? It's fun. But when I'm by myself and I'm looking for something or I'm building something, I get easily startled, and I don't like to be startled. So I'm not afraid of being scared of monsters. I don't like to be startled. So, for example, I've been avoiding this jungle because jungles can breed mobs in the day because it's so dark. Light levels are so low. So we can be crouched, standing still, waiting for an ocelot, you know, just relaxing and chilling. And then all of a sudden, a creeper or something could come up behind us. There's the jungle waters. And startle the daylights out of me. A creeper is only going to do a half-heart damage to me, right? Not a big deal. So I'm not afraid of dying. Whoops, I got off course here. I just don't like to be startled. Just like in the next episode, we have to clear out some trees in my base. And I just don't want to be clearing out trees and terraforming and everything. And then all of a sudden, something comes out from behind a tree and startles me, right? So that's what I don't like. So that's why I've been avoiding this jungle thing. Because there can be a lot of mobs in there right now. And I just won't know it. And I assume this has been conquered? I don't see any torches or anything. I'll be flabbergasted if this has... Yeah, okay, there we go. I was going to say, I would be flabbergasted if this hasn't been conquered yet. But anyway, so that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that, right? So we're going to get out here. And that's why I've been avoiding this, because of the whole monsters can come out when I'm not, when I'm trying to do something else. If I'm in the mood to fight monsters, I obviously have no problem with it. Come on. But if I'm trying to do something else, I just don't like to be startled and distracted and stuff. So that's my problem. That's just the stupid psychology behind it. And like I said, we are going to use this as like a little base area if we need to. If it gets to be nightfall, I'm just making sure there aren't any dark spots left. Alrighty. So that's the story. Sounds pretty ridiculous to a lot of you, I know, but that's just how it is. It's just the psychology behind it. And it, I was talking to my wife about this last night, actually, because I was going to record this last night, but I wasn't able to for various reasons. I've always been like that. So when I was a kid, for example, we would go camping all the time, and I would ride motorcycles and dirt bikes as young as, like, I don't know, 10 years old, 9 years old, 8 years old, right? And we would go in the woods. We would go in the deep, dark woods. And as I was in the woods with my friend or whatever, or actually alone a lot of time, which is kind of dangerous because if something happened, no one would find me. When I was in the deep, dark woods, in the moment, I was fine. No big deal. But when I would be Sorry, I'm concentrating. When I would be in bed in the tent or whatever, we had a camper, I would be petrified of thinking about the woods and getting lost. Bears, I have a fear of bears because I don't know anything about bears. Oh gosh, that sheep just made me jump. See, that's what I'm talking about. Is this a jungle? It is called Jungle Hills. So it is a jungle or Jungle Hills. Okay, I thought it was like jungle fields out here because there's more water than jungle once we get to the south, to the west. Anyway, I'm going to ramble while we look for an ocelot. Sorry, you just have to listen to me ramble while I look for an ocelot. What was I saying? Oh, so I'd be petrified all the time. But then in the moment, I was fine. So like right now, in the moment, while I'm doing this, I'm okay. But thinking about recording this episode, oh yeah, this is my texture, the jungle leaves. I forgot I did this texture. So this is red craft, the oak leaves. The jungle leaves are mine, and I also made my own jungle seeds, or cocoa seeds. And that I integrated into the jungle leaves. See that? So those are, well, I don't want to tell you what my textures are because it'll give away the illusion or magic of what these are. But I took something here to make the jungle seeds, which you get when you break the jungle beans. And I integrated them into the leaves. I forgot about this because I made this texture and I've never used it. Huh, okay, that's awesome. Nice little surprise. Whoa. Anyway, so if you fall down there and something's chasing you, you're a goner. Jungles are actually very, very dangerous. One, because the light levels are low. And two, there's a cow in the jungle? And two, because the terrain is very tricky and dangerous. So I just picked something up. So you always need blocks in your hotbar, because if you fall down and you're being chased, you'll be a goner. So I don't expect to find an ocelot for a while, because that's just how it works, especially on this server. Like I said, we supposedly have an incredibly awful spawn rate for ocelots. So I guess that's a thing here. Otherwise, like I said before, most of the cats on the server were like 2 or 3 that people found, and then they just bred the daylights out of them and sold them. But I want to find my own. Like I said, I can always go back and do this in my own single-player world if I wanted to, in any version. But I like to play on the servers. We don't have any parrots either. I did him my own parrot, and he did show up. Remember, he showed up the other day. And then Free EMT found him. he just randomly teleported in. But I don't care about parrots. I already tamed a parrot and brought it home, sort of. I want an ocelot. So we need to face west. That's east. Oh, we're going in circles. Of course we're going in circles. We need to go west, because that's where the rest of the jungle is. We are actually still barely scratching the surface of this jungle. We're barely a couple blocks inside. Doesn't help I'm going in circles. We don't need any jungle wood. We don't need any vines. We don't need any jungle leaves. We don't need anything like that. We just need to find an ocelot. So my plan was to do this in real time. That's not even an ocean. That is, I'll show you what this is. I'm looking at that map. This isn't even an ocean. This is just a jungle lake. Because remember, eventually we're going to have a jungle retreat, like a jungle house, that goes along our small jungle, little cave system, a little jungle river sometime, but not today. That's not what this episode is. See, look, told you. So anyway, I wanted to do this in real time without making any cuts. I was thinking, by the time we find an ocelot, it could be 20 minutes, half an hour, then I'll just ramble your ears off. See, now it's getting darker. See how the light levels are going way down? Oh, there's a parrot. I don't have any seeds, buddy. See the light levels? What are they? Oh, I'm on a thing, so it doesn't matter here, but... Zero on the block still? Yeah, see? The light levels are 0. Yeah, see? Light levels are really dark in the jungle. Very dangerous. I don't know why we haven't had any monster spawns yet. The monster spawn thing is really weird too. You like barely get any monsters unless there are 2 people in the same spot. And then you just get overwhelmed. You can barely handle them. It's very strange. Anyway, so there's a parrot. Don't need it. We already got it. We're just going to go through the jungle. And, you can see how the terrain is getting a lot more dangerous now. It is still jungle, right? Yeah, regular old jungle. Okay, so we're in the dead center of the jungle. We're just going to look for an ocelot spawn. If we don't find one, I'm keeping the episode. Hopefully we find something. Hopefully. I'm sure when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, there was one and I missed it. There was one and I missed it. Although I really doubt it. Let's see here. Anything there? I know it can take like up to an hour sometimes to find one anyway, even with normal. Hi, chicken. Even with normal ocelot spawns. And then you throw in the weirdness of the server. And it can be even more difficult. But we're going to try, like I said. Once we update the server, it's not going to be possible to do this. What was that back there? Did I see something? No. Once we update the server, it won't be possible to do this. Unless I go back into my own personal world and try it. This is going to make a gorgeous screenshot, though. The turtle in the jungle. This is unheard of. Although I do admit, strangely, I'm very comfortable right now because I just realized if it's difficult for me to get through the train, it's also going to be difficult for monsters to track me through the train. Is it really getting dark already? How long has this episode been? What? No. I might have to build up and sleep a little bit here. Which way are we facing? Yeah, sun's going down. Bummer. Well, that was fun. I was making myself a little bed thing because I'm going to have to stay up the whole night, I think. And I fell off. So there's a bed up there. And I was just going to make it a bigger platform in case I sleep and I spawn off the side. And I totally fell off my bed. I meant to go around the outside. But anyway, I'm going to sleep quick, as gorgeous as that sunset is. And we'll continue our ocelot hunt in the morning. Okay. I slept a little bit. As did Nursing Geek. Oh no, they weren't in my bed. We want that for our next night. I need my bed back. This has been kind of funny. I was going to stand up here and look for an ocelot, but I need my bed back. So we're going to continue. I don't know how long this episode is so far because I'm going to probably edit out my rambling. Because I've been rambling now for over half an hour video time. And this video, I assume, is not half an hour as you're watching it. So we're going to keep going. And I'm going to keep looking for my ocelot. I'm going to keep heading... Let's head north. North now, because there's more land. And hopefully this isn't a bust. With my recording style, even if this is a bust, we're still watching the episode. So just because you're watching an episode doesn't guarantee that I found an ocelot. Right? Just because you're watching this doesn't mean that it actually happened the way I planned it. So I'm going to keep going through these terrible jungle hills, see here and get stuck. And I'm going to look for something. Wait, cat or flowers? Flowers. And we'll see if anything goes my way. Well, these are the first melons we've seen. But still no kitty cats. It's been another 6 minutes or so from my last cut. And it's getting darker and deeper. Well, there's some fallen logs. Actually, no, they were going the wrong direction, but similar. I'm trying to get through the hills part. Then I was thinking I would just build something tall to stand on and just wait. But I want to get through these hills because this will make things a little more difficult. So I'm just going to keep going. And I'll cut back if something interesting happens. Hey, another parrot. That's cool, but I don't need another parrot. Wait, what's that? Flower. Dang it. My yellow flower textures make me think they're a cat every single time. Alright, keep going. It's been another 5 minutes or so. And we're all alone. Nursing Geek had to run. So I guess the benefit is we can sleep now. I don't know where everybody else is. It's another parrot. Parrots all over the place. It's a Saturday morning. Normally there's a good 6 people on. Not sure what's going on today. But that's okay. I'll use it to my advantage and sleep if I need to. Otherwise, big sigh. We're going to keep going here. How am I going to get through this? I'm just going to take the damage, I guess. And we're going to keep on going. Oh, this is where it can get tricky. Is that another jungle temple? Huh. I wonder if that one's been conquered. I would assume so. But you never know. People are always saying on the server how everything has been found and everything, but every day we're finding things that haven't been discovered yet. Yeah, that looks pretty lit up. Yeah, that's all lit up in there. You never know though. Yep, that's fine. Still nothing. We gotta start heading south now because that's the end of the jungle right there. So we gotta head south. And if we make it to the what is that, a taiga that's down here? Oh, what was that? I always think that's a creeper. If we make it to the taiga, then that means we walk through the entire jungle. Now I know, you know, ocelots can be spawning behind me, and I should probably just sit here like this for 10 minutes and wait. But I like to keep moving. Also, I think it's more difficult to spot an ocelot in jungle hills like this than it would be a regular jungle. So we might actually TP ourselves to Myra. But then I don't know how we would get it home. We would have to take the craziest boat ride back because we can't TP home. We'll lose our cat. So let's give this a couple more minutes. And then if I don't see anything, we'll TP to Myra and be in a flat jungle area where it might be a lot less challenging to see. Then we can just perch ourselves up high and then just look around that way. And now it's raining. So the taiga is right up here. Oh, another parrot. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go to Myra and look there where it's much flatter. So I'm going to set that up and I will meet you at the town of Myra. So here we are in Myra, which is the Lighten One's town. And the plan is to go to his jungle. Because like I mentioned a little bit ago, which has been like 2 hours ago for me recording, he said that he has ocelot spawn in his town all the time. So that's what we're going to try to do, is see if we can see anything. Remember this event we had here? We had this amazing event here long time ago. And I haven't been back since. But he told me I could run through a space to find some ocelots. I'm having some weird computer issues. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's beacons and stuff. So only one on. Oh, look at that. Nope. K Joe just joined us. I'm looking at my Dynamap again to see exactly where we are. Looks like we can go off into the jungle at any time now. Here we go. We're going to go off into the jungle. And try to tame a kitty cat. Which way we headed? North? Yes. And we'll give this a little bit of time. Like I said, just because you're watching this doesn't mean we succeeded, right? That's one thing I notice in a lot of videos when I watch other people do Let's Plays of any type. They'll be like, in this episode, we're going to do A and B. And then you know for sure that they did it, or else they wouldn't have uploaded the video, right? But that is not the case with me. I often will still upload videos, even if it doesn't work out as planned. I think that's part of it. That's part of the fun. And I'm sorry for my raspy voice for some reason. Not sure what's going on with it, but we're going to try to find the flatter areas of the jungle here, because I know this has flatter areas. So let's take this river a little bit, and we'll maybe just try to find a peak. See, I don't know the rules. Like if you stand still and you're patient, will an ocelot spawn and come by? Or do you need to keep moving around? See, I don't know those rules. But we're just gonna go through this river here and find a spot. I think I'm just going to try hanging out. Let's go here. This looks, oh yeah, I had to do a pretty dramatic moderator thing here. And there's still some blocks. That brings back memories that we're not going to discuss, mainly because I can't discuss it. Alrighty, so we are going to, can I get up there and get over without falling, do you think? Find a peak without destroying all that much. Of course, it's inevitable that I do something with the landscape, but if I go inside this tree, chances are likely that no one's going to see, and then I will take back my garbage once I'm done here. But if we go in here, no one will even know that we cut that out, right? You won't even see it. Remove my garbage. And let's just stay here a little bit and see if something spawns. I hope. I've been doing this for about over an hour already, so I'm not going to keep going, but we'll try, because this is one of our last chances to tame an ocelot before the rules change in 1.14. Well, we have squid spawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squid, which we might take care of because I do need. I'm trying to get help from Keijo. He knows a lot more about the mechanics of the game than I do. Yeah, moving toward them. I'm trying to get them to spawn in the first place, though. Anyway, we need a lot of black ink for the project I'm going to mention in the next episode. So hopefully, maybe I should go down and get those guys before they despawn. That one's stuck in the sand. Poor guy. Anyway, here kitty, kitty, here kitty, kitty. Okay, well, standing here for 7 minutes is boring. So we're going to keep moving around. Can I make that? There we go. We're going to keep moving around. I'm still not quite sure about the spawn rules. Like, is it better? All the matter chunks are loaded, right? Yeah, he's probably right. Well, while we're here, we can look over the coast of Myra. That's absolutely gorgeous, and some buildings that are being built. Like this facade of something that's been here for a very long time. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if that's Theo's or not, this thing. It's awesome, though. But no kitty cats. I'm also going to be really upset with myself if I see an ocelot when I'm editing and I didn't notice it as I was playing, because that is very likely to happen, of course. I've also noticed that in this jungle, I haven't seen any parrots yet. We saw a bunch of parrots in the other jungle, but we haven't seen any in this jungle. Isn't that interesting? This is the jungle where I got my own parrot, though. What's from here? The one that didn't make it home and then respawned like 9 months later. Just flew at me when I was at Free EMT's base. This parrot just flew at me. It was very strange. It was my parrot. I'm going to walk along through here and over there, and then after that, I might just have to hang this up because I've been at this way too long. Oh my, that's weird texture going on here. I've been at this way too long, and I do have some real life things I need to do today. I can't spend my entire Saturday looking for an ocelot, but I figured if any time would be the time to do it, it'd be right now. Whoa, 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 that's not food. It'd be right now. So, I just wanted to give this a shot. So, a few more minutes I'll put into this. Alright, I think I need to hang it up. It's been, I don't even know how long it's been because I've been breaking up my recording sessions, but it's been a very, very long time. And I do know that ocelot spawns on this server are incredibly challenging and rare anyway. So that doesn't help. That's kind of why I've never bothered either. Plus, I was gifted kitties, so I had my cats. But I just wanted to give it a shot because at the time of this recording, we'll be updating the server in a few days, I think. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this again. So I guess if I want to tame an ocelot in Minecraft on my own, I'm going to have to do it in my own personal world. at another time, because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to try again before the server is updated. Have to do it in my personal world before this server. No, because this server's gonna be updated, I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Whatever. That made more sense in my head than it came out of my mouth, but I'm just trying to look carefully at the same time I talk, which isn't working right. So anyway, not really waste of an episode, right? Because that's just what I do. I record and I play and I record, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So hopefully you all aren't let down. I mean, I feel let down, but hopefully you're not all feeling let down. I'm going to put this tree back together. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to put the tree back together and have to move on with my Saturday IRL. So no kitty cat this time. Maybe if I have a confirmed update date of the server, I'll try to sneak in another attempt. But as of right now, looks like the only way I'm going to get a kitty cat in Minecraft, the original way, is to do it in my own personal world. So, huge bummer, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And I'll catch you next time.